morning! Let's talk about Spyro the Dragon.
Being negative isn't my only charm, or at least that's what my therapist is always telling me. I can also like things sometimes. And I'm really good at liking Spyro. Not only is Insomniac Games one of my favorite developers, but I grew up with these absolute classics on PS1. So naturally, I'm using the PS4 remaster made by Toys for Bob.
I was told I could talk about Nintendo.
These remakes are absolutely epic. The amount of polish and detail is just far beyond what most developers would even care to do at the time. And with how faithful the adaptation is otherwise, I can wholeheartedly recommend this version over the originals. But games back then had to be a bit more difficult in order to extend their lifespan. Games weren't commonplace, and people wouldn't buy them as often as they do now. I wouldn't say Spyro was the most difficult game, that era was starting to wear off just a bit, but there are definitely a few remnants of those styles of games hiding here.
Just get good already, sheesh.
One level that I feel is famous for its relatively absurd difficulty is Treetops. I know what you're thinking, why am I setting up a notoriously unfair level in my best of video? I actually really like Treetops. Games back then were more subtle about it, but I always really loved those moments where you had to really think about your moveset in order to reach certain areas. Platformers can be easy to turn into skill or timing-based challenges, but when you have to step back and think about your movement, they tend to really shine. That being said, this one singular supercharged segment that takes you all around Treetops is one of my favorite moments in video games.
Just don't tell my 6-year-old self. And that was the absolute best part of my day. I'm out!